everyone, and welcome back to another video at my YouTube channel and blog. Today I'm going to be making a couple of cards with the Simon Says Stamp November 2017 card kit Kind Flowers. On the first card I am actually going to use a Christmas product too, called the stencil called the Christmas Star. And I'm going to take some Hottie Swap Gold Shine and just spray it and let it dry. You have to let it dry and don't touch it, or else you'll mess it up. But just let it dry, and it has a beautiful shine, and it works really great with the stencils. I used some of the gingham pattern paper from the 6x6 pattern papers that came in the kit by Pebbles Heart. It's the home collection, and I used a die from Lawn Fawn. I'll have it in the video description and over on my blog, but it's a Valentine border, scalloped Valentine border, and I used that just to cut that gingham border. And then in that 6x6 pattern paper pack there was a cut apart sheet. And I just really liked the We Are Family little square, and it was pink and matched the gingham. And I just love chocolate and pink together. It's one of my favorite combinations. So that was the inspiration for the two cards, was to use a lot of the chocolate paper. I took the piece of chocolate paper that came in the kit and just cut it into 4 sections, and using those on the cards. And I have a couple left to use for a couple more cards. So here I got the front of this card all done and put on. I used some Nuvo drops with the leaves that came in the kit, and I will say that those were a bit hard to glue down. I tried glue dots, but the glue dots didn't really stick to them, and so I used some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and that worked okay. Probably not the best to use. I'm still kind of trying to figure out. I think maybe those might be better used as a shaker element for a fall card. So in the stamp set, in this kit, you got a really huge stamp set called Kind Flowers, and I really loved the main focal image of it, and just thought it would look beautiful gold heat embossed on that chocolate cardstock, and it did. So, and I decided to get out my Prismacolor pencils to color it in, because the Prismacolor pencils on dark cardstock is really pretty. And so I'm going to speed this up quite a bit. Don't want you to get bored to tears here just watching some coloring. I did want to leave it in because I sharpened my pencil several times, so I wanted you to notice that and know that when coloring with Prismacolor pencils, you do need a very sharp point. Now, granted, here I needed a sharp point to get into these small areas, but you need a very sharp point when coloring, because you color easier. It layers the colors easier, and you're not down to the waxy part. You can get a very smooth layer of color, and you can keep layering on top of those colors with a very sharp, fresh pencil lead, is I think what I'm trying to say. After I complete the coloring of this, I'm going to take the second to the largest die from the My Favorite Things wonky stitched rectangle dies, and I'm going to cut this out. And then I decided I wanted to bring in more gold, and the gold embossing powder that I used was Ranger Princess Gold is what it was called. So I wanted to do just kind of a very organic edge around the perimeter of the piece after I die cut it out. And so I just rubbed the oh, I did forget about this. I did take Gamsol to smooth out the Prisma pencil in the word kind. Okay, so here I am taking out my die, and I'm going to go run that through my Cuttlebug. And so now I'm just rubbing that Versamark ink pad around the edge. And like I said, just very organically. I just wanted to look very kind of natural and organic. And then dipped it in the powder and heat set it. And I'm going to do the same thing to the inside panel for the card. And I'm using some cream cardstock. And I'm just using one of the other sentiments from that same stamp set. This one is "You Are One of a Kind." And I'm using some of the greenery pieces from that stamp set too. I just thought those were really cool. And I'm just going to stamp those. I'm using Simon Says Intense Black ink on all this. And then I'm going to take my gold Wink of Stella and color those in. And it's hard to capture that shine of the Wink of Stella on camera, but it is really, really pretty. I really love how the inside of this card turned out. I was very happy with it. And the outside of the card, that bronze pattern paper that was included in the card kit was one of my favorite things in the card kit. And so that is my bottom layering piece on the front of this card. And I just think it turned out to be a very elegant looking card. So I'm just using my Xyron Mega Runner to glue this down. And I'm going to just use the same thing to glue in the inside of the card. And I'm going to finish it off with some Nuvo drops. I used my scrap from when I die cut out that flower portion just to test some colors, and I decided on the pale gold, bottle green, and then the clear morning dew. And I'm going over the kind with the clear Wink of Stella just to bring in a little more glitter. And that's the finished card. And here's some final looks at these cards. This is a beautiful card kit with some great products in it. I'll have everything linked in the video description below and over on my blog. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you. And I'll be starting my card series my Christmas card series next. Thank you.